Dixon here. Welcome to MLM Monday, episode 222. It's our final episode of 2021. And today we're going to be talking about some of my favorite things that we do as a family and as a team at the end of the year and how we plan for the next year. So it is called Reflect, Reset, and Go. And what we're talking about, of course, is some of the just key questions you can ask yourself as you're planning for your goals for the new year. Now, many of you have been doing strategic planning all throughout October, all throughout November, and beginning of December for the next year, and you have a lot you're thinking through. A couple of the key pieces I want to share with you today as you plan for next year is to not just think about what you want, but also jot down what you don't want. A big part of knowing how to get to where you're going is also identifying what you should stop doing in your world that's taking up time, resources, and energy right now that's holding you back from where you want to go. So as you start identifying where you want to be, where you want to go as a direct selling business, as a referral marketing business, also it's important to identify what things to stop doing with your energy that just aren't adding value. And this is an exercise you can do all throughout the year. So as you reflect on what was good, what you should continue doing, as you reflect on what didn't add value, what took time or energy or money or resources, and what you just don't need to do in the new year, use that information to make better decisions. One of the things we've been doing with a lot of our clients is by actually tracking all the actions their members take. Many times we think it's certain things that are growing the business and we don't really know. And that's where some of the predictive action engines and tools we've put in place have really made a big difference because we've been tracking what actual messages are people sending in social media, what texts are they sending to their friends, which ones are working and getting people to the next part of the process, and which ones just aren't making a difference at all. So if you don't already have some of those feedback systems in place, definitely send me a message here on Facebook or reply back if you're watching on the email newsletter, and we'll set a time to connect just to walk through some of the tech you can have in place that helps you actually track what people are doing or not doing. Second thing is create some space, gang. Now, if you haven't yet done it and you've been just running 100 miles an hour all the way through to the end of the year, use time this week to create some space to really plan and plan the what ifs of what's possible. And you got to be in the right mood to do this, gang. You got to be in the right, you can't just say, okay, I'm going to plan in the next 3 minutes. You want to go ahead and pause for a moment and come back at this exercise of planning your biggie goals for the next year with an attitude of anything's possible. I'm amazed at some of our clients' results this last year, some of my friends' results in the space and in the industry by just stretching to discover what's possible for themselves. Amazing things have happened inside of the space. Now, I have a guest coming to the DSEF Open Forum in January, and his company that he's an executive at enrolled over 500,000 people to be distributors in the last 12 months. And that's pretty darn exciting when you think about that. Like, wow, in 1 year, they had over 500,000 people enrolled to be salespeople for them. Yeah. And so you think about just what's possible. And sometimes you just have to hear someone else's story to know that. So whether you're going to watch Chariots of Fire and see Roger Bannister do the 4-minute mile when no one thought it was humanly possible and use that as motivation of just thinking, what if? Or if you're going to try and approach in a new way, take a moment to get your mindset right first before you go in to your planning. All right, and third and final, share it with somebody. As you get a chance to reflect and reset, you're getting ready for the next year, share it with your team, your vision. Share it with your spouse, your vision. Share with people around you your vision so you too can achieve and do something that's meaningful, right? I think at the end of the day, the most important thing is that we do meaningful work and we don't deceive ourselves into thinking that we're doing work that's meaningful that's not. Well, gang, thank you for checking out MLM Monday today. Wishing you and your families all the best in the new year. We'll talk with you soon. Bye for now.